guys? It's everybody's favorite professional backyard mechanic here. I've got behind me today a 2015 Subaru Forester. Customer of mine brought it in to me with some concerns of the front end. He had a pinch bolt that was going through the ball joint for the control arm backed out. So while I was in there, he just wanted to go ahead and replace the entire front end of this thing. It's got a few miles on it, so everything's stock pretty much from the factory. He just wanted to upgrade. So we're getting ready to do hub. We're getting ready to do CV axle, steering knuckle, tie rod, and ball joint. So let's take a look and see what I got going on here, and I'll kind of talk about it and walk you through. All right, so as you can see, this is my mess that I've got going on. I've got everything pretty much knocked loose. I just still need to pull the CV axle out, loosen up these nuts for the strut, and pull that steering knuckle off with the hub still attached, and kind of speed things up a little bit. As you can see here, on the control arm, that ball joint that was in there, that thing was pretty tough to get out. Here's the ball joint here. Some of that damage is from me just trying to get it out, but the ball joint in itself, is actually in pretty decent shape. But as you can see here, where it goes up into the steering knuckle, it's pretty rusted. So, posed some difficulties. The real reason that he brought it in was because of this right here. So on the lower part of the steering knuckle, there's this bolt that goes through and pinches the ball joint in there. Well, that's stripped out and he could no longer tighten that up. So it kind of poses an issue when most of your integrity in the front end, especially going down the road, relies on that. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the outer tie rod there. I'm going to go ahead and put another ball joint in. He's going to replace the lower control arm later. And then I'm going to put him a new steering knuckle on, a new hub, and get him a new CV axle. While I'm in there, up in here where it fits the differential, Subaru actually recommends that you go ahead and replace the differential output seal. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the gear oil that's in it, the 75 W90. We'll replace it with some high quality AMSOIL full synthetic, so it'll never have an issue. And put a new seal in there for him, get everything back together, and he should be good to go. Oh no, I think the customer is going to be very happy with this repair. We're pretty much putting a whole new front end on this, on the left side here. He's been very lucky. These are the original parts that were taken off of this vehicle. So he's gotten quite a bit of use out of these. So we're going to go ahead and put fresh stuff in it. If you watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I don't have an alignment machine to be able to properly align this. So I'm just going to have to do some measuring, count threads, so on and so forth. That's why I've marked some of the things to help me later when I go ahead and put it together. But nonetheless, it'll be good enough for him to drive it straight to the alignment shop and get done. So always check your front end components when you get a state inspection. If you're in a state that requires that, it's a good thing to be able to do that. Try to check them every 5,000, 6,000 miles, or every oil change. Jack the front end up, make sure there's no play in it, anything of that nature. It's been kind of a theme here lately with people bringing me stuff. They're needing a lot of front end components. So it's really good to keep an eye on these things to make sure that you're keeping your safety in mind, so that way when you're going down the road, going around corners, you're not going to end up in the ditch or hit a tree. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It'll really help me. And we'll see you on the next one.